Hey guys, Red02 here. We're going to do a video on the Haspin mower. Now, the All-Terrain Lawn Tractor Forum 2018 competition is almost over. It's mid-20s October, and it ends November 30th. So I finally have time to work on the Haspin build. And here it sits in all of its glory. Some of you might have seen my latest video about my F350 Mega Truck. I've been working on that like crazy, and I had to get it up and running and driving by October 6th. And so the 2 months leading up to that, I was wrenching on that thing on like a daily basis. So I haven't had time to work on the Haspin mower. You might have seen in the Top Tractor Challenge 2018 pre-run video that we did, the Haspin mower was in there. I did have an issue with my belt popping off, which that would be due to a stretched half-inch belt. So I'm gonna get a new belt. My new wheels, well, they were the wheels that were on them, but I went ahead and made some rock rings. Now, I was having a few questions about the rock rings. What do they do? Are they just for aesthetics, or are they actually there for something? Well, like the rear rims are for a quad. They have rock rings on both inner and outer beads, but they're aluminum. And what those are for is if you going super fast through the woods, say you hit a log or a big rock ring, it keeps the lip from bending or breaking. And so they do have a purpose. They're not bead locks, but that's why mainly these are steel, mainly aesthetics, because I wanted them to match the rear wheels. But although I threw that Red02 in there on them, just plasma cut it out the rings, free-handed the Red02, and drilled out all the holes. So I like the way they turned out. I just primed them for now because I wasn't positive on what color I wanted to make them. But I like the way they turned out. Now, everything else on this machine has been holding up really well. I am in the midst of seeing if I want to rework my brake pedal. My brakes work awesome, but since my between the seat height and the floor pan level, there's not very much of a difference there, so it's kind of hard when you're sitting down to put enough pressure on that pedal to comfortably have good braking. But once you get a lot of pressure on it, they lock up the brakes real good. But so that's one thing that I'm doing before the end of the build off. I did source a choke cable so I can actually finally hook up my choke. You can see my fuel tank back there where the fenders go over. I put this aluminum tread plate on my clutch pedal, and if I rework my brake pedal, I may be putting that on there too. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get a cam for it yet. I'm not too entirely sure if I want to go that route yet. I might get a big block before I go ahead and start building it, because I have a small block right now, and they're a little bit smaller footprint in the engine bay, so if I went to a big block, I might have to rework a little bit of things, but not very much. Just the jug length is a little bit longer, if I'm correct. But and I also wanted to put a cutout muffler on it, which I have not gotten to yet, but it's not something that's necessary. I really like the way it sounds, but it is a little bit too loud for night rides and riding where you're not supposed to be. But on the way to Haspin, the tracker did me a number. I had this strapped down on the back of my trailer, and I guess it rubbed into the tow hook on the back of the tracker and ripped through that, and it did a number on my fender too. So I'm gonna have to maybe beat that out a little bit, but mainly just throw some paint on it. I am going to go and throw these light covers. Well, they obviously don't look round in here, but it's the perfect size to go, go in behind in front of my headlights. So I'll be putting that on there. And I got some goody vinyl in here that I like it. I don't know if anybody else is going to like it, but I would like to vinyl wrap the whole entire thing, but I did not get enough to do the whole entire thing, so we'll see what gets wrapped and what doesn't. But until then, I can't wait to have this thing fully done and release the official video. Probably going to be mid-November if I can get to working on it here. And seems like I'm going to have a few weeks free to do so. So stay tuned. Can't wait to release that video for you guys to watch. And also stay tuned. I think I'm going out with the Ohio boys on this Sunday on Tecumseh Trails, and I'm going to be taking the Mud Dynamark. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see, what you like, what you don't like, and have each and every one of you have a wonderful day.